Ever wondered what it's like to go for a lesson with a top quality golf coach who's got over 100,000 subscribers on YouTube? So have I. Hi everyone, James Robinson here. If you're new to the channel, make sure you consider clicking that subscribe button. If you do hit that notification tab, that'll send you a notification whenever I upload new content, which at the moment is pretty much daily. If you do enjoy the video, make sure you smash that thumbs up. As you probably already know, I am on Twitter and I'm also on Instagram, so make sure you check those channels out too. Today I'm going for a lesson with one of the best golf coaches, not only on YouTube, but pretty much in the country here in the UK or England. Chris Ryan Golf. If you've not seen Chris's content, I will put loads of links to his channel and his videos throughout the video. One thing that I'm really going to do in this lesson, guys, is submerge myself into the lesson. This isn't only a video for content for you guys to see how a pro will get on in a lesson, and I'm going to do more videos in the forthcoming weeks of my practice after this lesson. In fact, guys, smash those comments below. Who'd be interested in seeing a video series on how you can actually improve after a golf lesson and utilise the information you're given in said lesson and put it into practice so that when you do practice, you actually get better? Who here's had golf lessons and hasn't got any better? I've already got a few preemptions on what Chris might say. I'm going to leave that down to him though, and I'm going to get straight to it, guys, because I am running pretty late. So let's do it, and let's do it now. Okay guys, we are down here at the Forest of Arden and I'm with Chris Ryan in his teaching studio. Beautiful studio you've got here, Chris.
Don't look at the roof. Roof needs to clean.
Chris, for my, well, couple of subscribers that I've got compared to yourself, for the two of them that don't know who you are, would you like just to explain to everyone who you are and what you do?
So my name's Chris Ryan, I'm a golf coach basically, like you. Full-time coach for a number of years now. I do have a YouTube channel which is kind of instructional stuff.
Very good, I'll link that below for you.
Basically just want people to play better golf.
Yes.
And enjoy the golf. Because for some people, enjoying it isn't always about playing better. It can be just about knocking it past their mates. It can just be about flushing that one iron. So it's all about enjoying it on the course more.
Okay. Well, I really want to enjoy it more.
So I want to go on the course more. I'd love to play more.
Shall I hit some shots and we'll...
You get yourself loosened up, hit some shots and have a look at the ball flight.
We've only got an hour, get loosened up.
Go for it. So when was your last golf lesson? Like you literally...
Oh, 6 years ago?
6 years
Probably, probably more.
Do you have a preference in ball flight? Do you prefer to see it one way or the other?
With driver, it's very much I like to see it right to left, and with iron, I like it fairly neutral.
Okay.
See that I don't know, you just fall in the time a bit.
Post is your target.
Yeah.
So you see the post on the back fence?
Yeah.
I mean, feel free to reach it. It's about 320. But more for direction than anything else. Okay. And we'll just get you to hit maybe 5.
Yeah.
We'll just get some video and some data.
Okay.
Data. Depends where they watch. Right, I've lost count, but just hit one more.
Yeah.
I don't know how many it was. Cool. Cool.
Okay, tell me a few of the damage.
Okay, so when you're looking at someone at your level, you'll get the odd sort of number that jumps out, but you're going to get to your level because you play well. So we know these numbers are going to be pretty decent. So generally speaking, for someone like you, it's not so much about changing the numbers, it's just more about tightening the dispersion up, just getting it to... Yeah, exactly. Just getting it to kind of hit the good shots more often, as opposed to maybe a typical slicer who could stand on that mat for an hour and physically can't hit one straight.
Yeah.
So you've almost got to teach them this is how you hit a straight shot.
Yeah.
You can hit plenty of straight shots. We've seen that. It's more a case of kind of what I call of kind of getting rid of the stuff that doesn't need to be there and leaving the stuff that's in there. So your path is 0.0.
Is it? Well,
I didn't fix that.
there we go.
Okay, so you're swinging the club at your target. Your club face is 0.1, so your club face is pointing at your target. Your ball's going to fly at your target.
So everybody who I teach, who I try to get your club face squared up, and we talk through the importance of a square club face at impact. 0.1. That just so you know.
So room for improvement. And you can see there that your ball flight's fairly neutral.
Yeah.
The balls are dropping pretty close to your target. Distance is not going to be an issue at your level, really. So we're going to look at a couple of things which I think are just going to give you a bit more repeatability to that, and a bit more consistency, as opposed to saying, okay, we need to change this ball flight.
Yeah.
Because early signs are ball flight's pretty good. Trackman Optimizer reckons it's pretty good as well. So let's just pick one of these goal swings. In most cases, the way I look at a goal swing is I like to coach what I call inside out.
Yes.
Inside out basically being I like to get the body functioning better,
Yeah.
and see where the golf club is.
Very
As
similar
opposed
how
to
I would
trying to
approach
work the golf
it,
club, because for a lot of golfers the club's not maybe in the right position and they're kind of going, well, I want the club here, and you're going, well, actually the club's only there because your body's there. If you do this for your body, suddenly the club's in the right place.
Very much like a CPI approach. That kind
Yeah.
of idea.
So I want to check your setup. To me, your arms hang a little inwards,
Okay.
hands get a little low.
Yeah.
I think you've possibly got a little bit too much tilt over.
Yeah.
Now, what we tend to see as the result of that is that you tend to level out your shoulders quite early, which you're going to see in a minute, and you tend to gain a bit of height.
Yeah.
So for me, your shoulders have rotated a little bit too flat.
Yeah.
You've gained a bit of height. Relationship with the ball's changed. I'd like to see a little bit more rotation through the hip area.
Yeah.
But I think that's a little bit of just changing setup. I think because you get a little bit over in here,
Yeah.
you're either going to stay there or you're going to start to lift out posture.
Okay.
So I'd like to change setup a little bit, get you a little taller, a little bit less tilted over. That would be the first change. And then over here on the right, I would like to see the hips a fraction more forward, as in this way.
Yes.
Because I think you, from setup, I think you tend to want to extend a little bit too quickly this way. You want to kind of stretch your buttons away from your belt buckle too soon.
Yeah.
Kind of almost up and towards the target. We start to see the hips maybe not rotating as well as we'd like, and I think you get your extension too much here. I'd like to see you staying a little bit more flexed and get loaded into that right side. So I think there's a few things that I would change in how the body moves. You can sort of see there for me, that could be a little bit better at the top.
Yeah, absolutely. The hips almost go to where you want them at impact because they have to slide through, don't they?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, I think you've probably got a little bit too much lateral in there on the way down.
Yeah.
Head tends to go backwards a little bit, which I prefer to see. A little bit less forwards here,
Yeah.
a little bit more on top here. It's very much cause and effect, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there's certain things in the downswing that maybe I'd like to change, but I wouldn't go diving in there until we get the backswing dive. Because it
Absolutely,
might well be that we make the backswing moves a little different and suddenly everything looks a little bit better in the way down.
Yeah.
You were kind of a little bit unsure about your takeaway.
Yeah.
Something you've kind of worked at, and you're aware of. I actually think you get it. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. What you actually do with the club shaft here, you get it pretty laid off and flat, and as you start down, it starts to steepen a little bit. I like that as a move, as long as it never steepens too much.
Yeah.
So I like that. I think you've got pretty good wrist angles, so I like the way the club's moving. We were talking at the start about aesthetically, you maybe don't like the look of it, and you're always going to get that, aren't you? You know, I've got things in my golf that I don't look of. It's just funny, but I don't think the movement of the club at the moment is an issue.
Okay.
To me, if you break a golf swing down into three main areas: setup, body, and club, I think your setup and your body need a bit of work. At this stage, I wouldn't be touching
Brilliant.
the golf club. So now in your head, you've got a picture of this amazing golf swing. We've just got to try and produce it on there. Okay, mate. So first thing you're going to do, jump on the mat, get yourself set up as you normally would with your seminar.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay. Just tell me when you're ready.
Ready?
Okay. If you look at the bottom screen on the wall,
Yeah.
I want your club shaft on this line. I want your head on that. Okay. So if you say something to that ball, as normal. Okay. So I want you to feel like the club. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Now I just want you to shove it a little closer there. Okay, one, just one. Keep going. Okay. I'm just trying to see if I can. Perfect. That's kind of where I want you. Okay. Does that feel pretty strange?
It does feel good. Now I know how every single person who's ever had a lesson with me feels when I try and talk to them.
I've probably pushed you a fraction close there, so just get your toes behind that red line I've just drawn on the screen. Perfect. Okay. Now, Keep the head nice and tall.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Just hit one. Okay, good.
That was good.
See, better players, you can move them around. You can still get club on ball. You know, that's kind of it's nice teaching a good player because you can move them and you don't mess them up too much.
Yeah, that good player. Yes. Been called many things in my life, Chris, but never one of them.
On the left is the shot you just hit.
Yep.
And then the right is where we were.
Yeah.
Okay, so we haven't done anything swing-wise. We've just got you a little bit taller, and you can see the relationship is a little bit better there. So the key things I'm looking at there would just be the arm hang.
Yeah.
Which for me was a little bit inward.
Yeah.
On the right, so arms hanging just slightly inward.
Yeah.
Here we've got the sort of thumb directly under the tips of the shoulders.
Yeah.
And then you've got a little bit less tilt over here versus
It's going to be better for my back as well, isn't it?
better for your back. And then obviously you've got hand a little bit higher as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So just before we kind of dive in and change anything else, just stick it back into live view. Just give me a couple of shots from there. Just start to get a little bit more comfortable with what that feels like. So you've got those reference points there.
So would you kind of go feet, arms, head, and try and keep it as a routine?
So for me, there's two stages to what I would get you to do. It's setup. In my eyes, the easiest way to get into the right position would be to go to where you normally would be.
Yeah.
And then move into the right position.
Yeah.
So how you do that is up to you. So some people are going to go hands up, head up, shuffle in. Okay,
Are you that much taller than me?
Okay. So I would always go where you were.
Yeah.
And then go up to where you need to be.
Yeah.
Okay. That's stage one.
Yeah.
And then once you feel fairly comfortable where you are at setup, stage two would be to try and just go.
Yeah.
Straight into your new position.
Right.
Okay. But to go straight into new positions hard because you've got no base to work from.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a lot easier initially just to go. That's where I was. That's kind of where I want to be. Yeah, I'm happy. And then as you're setting up there, the deep practice part is not just going, yeah, it's good, hit it. It's going, yeah, it's good, right, what does that feel?
Yeah.
It feels like I'm taller here, more there, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful.
It's strange how when you think of a change, everything else goes out the window.
Yeah.
Everything goes out the window. Forgot.
Your focus doesn't go off this mat, does it?
No, it doesn't.
You're just literally so focused on
Hit
this.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good.
Flushing it?
Yeah, that felt nice. That. It doesn't feel unattainable either. So when I walk in, I'm surprised how close I am.
Or is that?
Yeah.
Good. You flushed that one. Should we just go have a coffee?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
It was past 7, I'd say beer, but
It's 7 o'clock somewhere.
yeah. Good.
Skinny left, but it's not miles, is it? Miles away.
These viewers can't see this, but it's like a replay. It's just like every shot's the same.
Every review I do, it's always the same. Just hit one shot.
It's like a display. This is. Okay, do me two more like that.
Not bad, isn't it?
It's easy, isn't it? What we've got to try and do with any lesson is say, okay, we started here.
Yeah.
Okay, we know why you're a good player. Path was very neutral, face was very neutral, attack angle was down, you can play golf. So we've just got to make sure that whenever we're making changes, we're not losing the stuff that makes you play well. So we've hit another 6 shots there, path is at 0, face is 0, attack's at 5 down. So we've not lost that, which is good. Because if they start to move around and move away from 0, we need to just keep an eye on that. Not suddenly change anything, but just kind of keep an eye on what they're doing. So pretty similar dispersion. You know, we've got it pretty much centred, probably a little bit straighter. You've got a little bit of a variation from long to short, but generally on the whole, that's pretty good. Yeah. So what we're going to do now is a little bit of face-on stuff, and just go through a little bit of pivot, shoulder playing, and how that relates to this kind of stuff. Yeah. And then we'll go from there. But good so far.
Perfect.
Good.
Progress.
Okay, mate, get yourself set up. When you're ready, just get your club and just place it across your shoulders. I didn't actually need to get you set up. I told you.
Were you impressed as how I got there?
Okay, good. The normal. Okay. So your if we just look at upper body, okay, your upper body movement in the backswing is going to be made up of 3 things which are going to be present. Yeah. You're going to have some amount of rotation. Yeah. Okay. You're going to have some amount of bend. Yeah. And you're going to have some amount of forward and extension. Okay. So if you go into your setup posture now, keep the club there, but just do into your posture. Okay. So you're tending to, as you rotate, you're tending to move too much into what we call extension, which is where your chest starts to pull up and away from the ground.
Yeah.
Starts to cause your head to lift, and it starts to get your shoulders to flatten out a little bit. Okay. So if you want to go set it for me, so you're going to feel. Okay. I want you to do two things. I want you to get this right hip, right pocket, right leg, right knee, whatever you want to call it, on this right side. Okay. That's going to feel like it moves towards the wall behind you and towards the target. Okay, so it's going to feel kind of towards, yeah, perfect, good. Yeah. As it rotates, good. And you're going to feel like your left shoulder moves down to the ground as you do that. Okay. So doing that move for me. Right hip goes back, left shoulder goes down. Beautiful.
Does the left shoulder go down here?
Yeah. Good. And again, right hip goes towards the target, left hip goes to the left. So you should feel that your chest is still a little bit downwards here.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Is that not too much hip rotate? Is that okay?
That's good.
Yeah.
If you're looking at how the body moves, you generally need to go ground up.
Yes.
Because the things below will affect the things above.
Yeah.
Okay? So if my upper body's going, let's say, doing something that I wanted to do, it can be because my hips are doing that. Okay. So because your hips weren't rotating as well as we'd like, they've got to be our kind of main thing. So if I'm trying to think of my extension here, I can affect where my chest points with just what my hips are doing.
Yeah.
So if my hips are doing the wrong thing, that's going to affect where my chest points.
Yeah.
So we've got to kind of work here. So your feeling has got to be right hip goes that way, which keeps your chest more down, and then you've got to get your left shoulder down.
Okay.
Because for me, these were going a fraction this way, and then it was kind of going.
I think I'm focusing too much on a separation maybe, rather than just letting the body work together.
So do that posture again with that club across your shoulders, and just have a look in the mirror opposite you when you're doing this, okay? And I want you to create about a golf ball sized gap between the grip and your right hip as you rotate back. There you go. Perfect. Hold it there. Good. Just got a bit more over here. Perfect. Good.
That feels real different.
Do that once more. Okay. So right hip. Beautiful. Okay. Do that once more. Okay.
I almost feel there, I don't know if it's supposed to be, but I feel as though my weight's moving that way.
That's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, back to the start. Do one more for me if you can. Okay, it's fine. Obviously there's no ball there, but I'll much prefer how much hip rotation there is. A little bit of daylight is fine.
Yeah.
Okay, a little bit of angle across here, a little bit of angle across here, and then from the face on, because your hips are moving better, you're going to keep this a little bit more down.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me it was a little bit of kind of this,
okay.
Then flat.
Yeah.
And then it gets a little bit from there. Okay, right, next stage, do it with a golf club. So this is going to go, okay, so you're going to do a backswing and stop. Beautiful. It's going to feel tight.
Yeah.
Like you can't go any further than that. Okay, back to the start. Okay, good. There we go. Get this forward a little bit at the start. There you go, good. Okay, ready to go. Yeah, love it. Like that. Good. What does that feel like? Short. Good. Okay, right back to the start. Do that and pause, and then swing through.
All that?
Good.
That's straight.
Yeah. So these are going to be harder to hit good shots now because there's no difference.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can obviously see the difference at the top there.
Yeah.
Highlighted just a little bit of daylight between the legs. It's always important when you look at things like that, you notice that the golf ball is in the same place on the mat.
Yes.
Because if you move around, it can suddenly look like there's more daylight there, but that's because we've got a little bit more rotation through the hips. So what we're trying to get you to here is that if these don't rotate well enough, these kind of have to go up this way.
Yeah.
So what we've tried to do is allow you a bit more freedom in the hips, get more angle there, which allows you to get more angle there. And then we get.
That looks way better, doesn't it?
Does, yeah. Okay, do the same again. Backswing and stop. And we're going to look at it from the face view. Okay. So I want you to feel like your right hip. So start with the hips a fraction further forward. When you touch. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Right hip goes towards the target. Hold it at the top. Hold it at the top. Hold it there. Okay. Go for it. Good. I felt weird. Yeah. Okay. So. You'll see on here though why I just tried to move you a little. So again you can see
wow.
a little bit of a different angle through here versus this one. And then a little bit of a better angle through
the amazing thing there is as well that I feel as though previously more weight was here, and it's not. Looking at it now, it's actually a better proportion in the new one, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it feels completely different.
Right, do all the bad news.
Yeah, fire away.
You got to do all that at 90 mile an hour now. Without stopping. That's where you want to start.
I was doing 90 mile an hour and 60 mile an hour.
So you got to do it all. So this is where, I mean, do you ever think to yourself, when you're coaching, do you think to yourself how unfair we are to our students?
Absolutely.
In that we go, right, it's taken us 44 minutes to explain all that.
Yeah.
You've now got a second to try and do it all in a goal swing. It's like, that's quite difficult, isn't it, really? You know? It takes us 45 minutes to explain it all. Like, right, go do it at 90 mile an hour in a second. Oh, good. This is the difficult bit now because you've lost your kind of like base point. I mean, so you know you would never stand too far away from the ball relative to where you were at the start because you've done it for. So the way I always explain this, as in, if I went to your car now and moved your seat forward, you'd recognise straight away because you sat in that position forever. If I got you to every time you jumped in the car for the next 5 times move your seat, so it kept moving. When I went and moved it, you wouldn't recognise. Because you're so used to it being different. And that's where we are now, because you're constantly moving around a little bit. So you've got to get back to that point where you recognise that new position, so you start to recognise when you're not in that new position, if that makes sense. Flushed it.
That was better, wasn't it?
Yeah, nice. That was. Not really any bad ones, actually, have you?
Well, see, this is the thing as well. When everyone comes for lessons, golf course is a different environment, isn't it?
100%.
Different thing.
100%. All we're doing here is we're developing a skill.
Yeah.
We're trying to then go to the golf course and apply that skill, but yeah, it's kind of.
Oh, that felt really good. It's turning a bit though, but.
Right, hit one more. For me, there's a couple of little stages to go through a change.
Yeah.
So the first stage that I'd like to see a golfer get to would be where they can demonstrate what they're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
So let's use me, for example. My takeaway tends to get a little bit inside. So if I go for a lesson and the coach says to me, right, show me what you're trying to do. If I can't show them what I should be doing, I'm probably not going to do it full speed and the ball's there.
Yeah.
So we've got to get to that point where I can show that. You've got to get to the point where you can kind of create this movement and you feel fairly comfortable doing that. Mm-hmm. So that's when your mirror drills work, that's when you kind of videoing yourself and you get into that point where you're feeling fairly comfortable with it. Then I would try and have you do that with a golf club. Then you do, right, that's the movement I want. But there's a ball in the way.
Yeah.
And then you try and blend it and then you go to speed. Okay. And what do we unfortunately see all too often? Your club goes with this way, okay, let me fix it. And then straight into full speed, and you're like, oh, well, let's go through the stage and let's see if we can get you to understand. Because there's a lot of golfers halfway through the lesson, I'll say to them, right, show me the takeaway. And it's like, so that shows that the concept's wrong. And so if their concept's wrong, once they walk out that door, it's not going to work, is it? Yeah. You've got to be, they've got to be so clear in that, okay, you're trying to get me to do this. Perfect, okay. Now let's do that, go to the top and then hit it, and then you start to add the kind of blend. So once you get to that point where you feel like you're at stage 1, where you can always create this move, mirror drills, pointless then. They've served their purpose. It's no good then saying, go do more, because all they've done really is allowed you to do that. So you might be using the mirror drill initially to get the looks, but then after that, it's a case of then trying to have the speed.
Yeah.
Okay. So, go for it. Good. So 11 shots, 12 shots, pass at 0.
Yeah,
attacks fall down. So it's always, and it's good that you get a good player because you can change them a lot and they still know what delivery is, don't they? So that's pretty good. But we will just have to keep on top of those and make, because we've made a few changes. Those last few shots have been a bit more erratic because you're doing a lot of things. But we know that the main things that are in there at the start that were good are still there. Yeah. We just need to layer it up with some other good stuff. So. Yeah, good shot.
I feel exactly what I think.
So you got pretty close, you said that.
Yeah, so and that's goal 1 ticked off, isn't it? So it's like,
that's good.
For me, the first port call is that. Then anything else you can get after that at this moment is a bonus, isn't it?
So this is where you kind of say, okay, I know what the movement is, I can demonstrate it, it's just not there at full speed.
Yeah.
It's not going to be there at someone, so that's fine. Then you just kind of work at that. So there's when you go to your freeze drills again, you kind of go freeze, exaggerate it.
Yeah.
Okay, so hit one with a pause at the top.
I guess it's early days to expect it.
Yeah, exactly. So you straight away you'll get this looking a lot better because you're going to go right hip goes behind you into the target, left shoulder down, and then hit it. Okay.
Well, that was good. Yeah. Now, what's the coin phrase that everybody would say to you there? I just need you to come out of the course with me.
Yeah. Here's a good example. 2 swings,
Yeah.
back to back.
Yeah.
The one on the left you just did.
Yeah.
The one on the right is the one you did just before it.
Yeah. Which is still different to the swing at the beginning, isn't it?
So I use this quite a lot in say that okay, those swings were 10 seconds apart.
Yeah.
Your goal swing doesn't change in 10 seconds. All we did on the left, we just made it easier for you to do it by saying just pause at the top. So straight away you're more conscious of the movements you're trying to make.
Yeah.
There's that daylight, there's that steeper shoulder angle. So we're at the stage now where we're saying, right, you understand the concept, you can do the concept, you can hit a ball with the concepts, but at this stage, just the full speed and no stopping is just that little bit too far ahead, but that's fine. So you know that, okay, so at this stage, these drills might be a good way for you to go from this, so I've blended too.
I think that the background I have, obviously teaching myself, I don't expect to walk away from here.
No.
That's a lesson for everybody. I do not expect to walk away from here with a remarkably different golf swing. That's down to me, isn't it, to now put the hours in.
So there's a good example of what we said at the start about inside out, because as soon as you change the body angle, the club moves.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't change the club first because that can move when the body changes. So it's no good saying, right, now let's put the club here and now let's change the body because that'll move the club. So you kind of need the body to function, and then if the club's not quite right, you tweak it. That's perfect. That's really good. Yeah, good nose, mate. Really good.
I think that's definitely going to be the drill. I think if I go and hit a basket of balls tomorrow and I don't just keep doing that because I'm wasting the time, I'm going to revert back.
Yeah, look. Good.
One more. It's a long time since I've wanted to hit one more golf ball, I'll tell you that. That's job done.
Have you at least warmed up now then?
Yeah, just won't up anymore, I'll injure myself. Okay guys, that was my lesson down here at the Forest of Arden with Chris Ryan Golf. Chris, I'm astounded as to how much better that looks already. Guys, comment below, what do you think? Does it look better? Well, it does look better, but comment below, how much better does it look? Guys, if you've enjoyed that video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, put the thumbs up, and Chris.
And make sure you watch James in the Masters next year, and the Open, the PGA, and the World Golf Championships.
The Sheffield Masters and the Yorkshire Open. And Chris, thank you so much, mate. Guys, if anybody's down here in the Birmingham, Coventry area and you're looking for a lesson, I'll put all Chris's details below. It's a fantastic coach and a great guy. See you soon.